we saw our personal loans really benefit. And when rates came down, we saw our student loan refinancing benefit, mortgage benefiting, and invest benefit. And so we kind of play
10 things you didn't know about SoFi. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we'll be looking at 10 things you didn't know about SoFi. Stay tuned till the end. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Refinancing may allow you to cut your interest rates, lower your monthly payments, or pay off your loans more quickly. This video will provide you with all of the information you require about SoFi.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Do you want to learn the secret of improving all aspects of your life and unlocking what you're really capable of? The legendary Bob Proctor spent over 57 years learning this one thing and is hosting a free webinar where he reveals what he's learned and what actually works. He'll teach you the law of compensation, a secret only the mega wealthy know of but not taught in our educational system, and the impression of increase, the law of laws that will increase areas in all aspects of your life, whether it be in health, relationships, or wealth. Right now, the first 200 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now, let's get back to the video.
The company has grown over the years and it has also included other types of services to help Americans. Many people have in turn started to use its services because they are quite inviting. Many people turn to credit cards in America to run their day-to-day lives. These expenses are either home-based, school-based, or business-based. Home-based expenses may inquire about family needs like food, clothing, and medical needs, while school-based expenses may be the need to cater for school fees and other educational purposes. Many people may also need to expand their business by buying new items and stocks. All of these expenses may need the use of a credit card. Credit cards may be appealing to use at times like this, but comes with its consequences, and the excessive use of the credit card without settling back the over expenditures may lead to huge debts. Many people like using credit cards because of the many benefits behind it. Perhaps it's the convenience of not having to carry around cash anymore, or it may be used to top up a service where the exact money was not available or being used for surplus purchase. SoFi examines and develops its products to reward members with attractive interest rates, a high degree of repayment flexibility, and unique company-exclusive incentives despite its often severe eligibility conditions. All of this swiping has a price tag. Many people are unable to pay off their debts on a monthly basis. The amount of interest they wind up owing is often larger than most individuals anticipate, and as a result, it's simple to get caught up in a debt cycle. So here are 10 things you didn't know about SoFi. Number 1, nearly half of all Americans owe money on their credit cards. In America, most of the adults that are either past school age have huge credit balances. Most of them haven't settled these debts because of either lack of the funds to do so or so others are just neglecting their responsibilities. This indicates that maintaining a balance isn't a passing fad for most people. Number 2, households with credit card debt owe nearly $6,000 on average. Even while the stock market rebounded and unemployment declined during recent times, most households were unable to pay off their credit card debt. Just because something is standard doesn't mean it's ideal. The ideal situation is to just charge as much as you can afford to pay off in full each month. Number 3, paying down that $5,700 balance could take a decade. It takes significantly less time to accumulate credit card debt than it does to eliminate it. Most credit loans have a few that accumulate as an interest fee, and this fee may end up piling up if one takes too long to pay back the loan. This in turn makes it hard for many people to pay back the credit balance, as they will overlook the initial loan and only see an added up sum. As we all know, when interest fees add up to a large amount of money, we all might find it hard to pay back. This may be because the amount is now too large for us to settle. Number 4, Gen Xers are the generation with the most credit card debt. Those born between 1967 and 1981 play a huge role in holding the credit balance debt. Most of them are now in their 40s, and what's surprising is that they haven't yet cleared their credit balances. Although we can't compare them to the 1990s era people who have already sorted most of their credit balances, should we say that this generation was somehow born in a more financially stable system? Credit scores and outstanding balances, by the way, don't necessarily go hand in hand. Regardless of the average credit card amount, average credit scores have been declining for each generation.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Have you ever wondered how to end procrastination and self-sabotage so you can unleash your full potential to live the life you deserve? #1 best-selling author and high-performance coach Peter Sage is hosting a free webinar where he'll teach you how to increase your wealth with less time and struggle. and also how to hyper boost your growth and success so you can finally break out of any rut you find yourself in. Right now, Peter and his team are offering a free $100 gift to anyone who doesn't find his webinar as the best use of their time within the last 5 years. Now, let's get back to the video.
Number 5, percentages are increasing all over the place. Regardless of where a state stood on the list, the average student loan debt increased from year to year. This is because the government keeps on increasing the loan interest rates. This in turn is applied to a loan defaulter who may have not paid their credit balances for a while. Number 6, people are using credit cards to finance their higher education. Many people, especially those who want to continue, will take huge credits to finance this costly level of education. Higher learning institutions may be too expensive, especially here in America because of the many requirements needed. This, therefore, leads to the use of credit cards and a huge balance is left behind. Many people who borrow money to pay for higher education also use credit cards to cover unexpected expenses. Number 7, 1/5 of all Americans owe more on their credit cards than they have in emergency funds. Approximately 1 in every 5 adults in the United States have a credit card balance that exceeds the amount in their emergency savings accounts. Most Americans spend more on credit cards to cover their day-to-day expenses. This leaves no money catering for emergency funds. This rate may lead to a higher number of defaulters in the coming years. Avoiding debt is a good start, but failing to save for an emergency puts them at risk of incurring credit card debt if they have an unavoidable expense. Number 8, the wealthy have a higher level of credit card debt. It's unsurprising that families with more money can afford to use their credit cards more frequently. This is because most people expect them to have a more secure and stable income to avoid credit cards. But no, it's the opposite in the US. The rich use their credit cards more often compared to the middle-income earners. And what's more surprising is that most of them have a hard time paying back their credit card balances. In America, the average credit card debt incurred by a household rises with its income group. Income continues to be correlated with credit card balances for those in the middle. Number 9, men have a higher level of debt than women. Men are the head of the families, therefore meaning more responsibilities for them. A man can use his credit card for the needs of his family and other expenses. And we all know that life expenses arise every other day of our lives, so before men are able to pay their credit card balances, another need in the family may arise, making it hard for him to settle his debt. At first, we all thought that women may be the overspenders here, but that's not the case. It seems that they try so much to avoid credit card debt. So much for the stereotype of female shopaholics utilizing credit cards to stock their closets with shoes and clothes. Women try not to use their credit card to find the luxuries, and most women don't like having debts following them, and this may be a cost that leads them to settle their credit card balances in time compared to men. And at number 10, if you have credit card debt, there's a good chance you'll die from it. The high rate of living makes it hard for most Americans to settle their credit card balances. A person may eventually die without paying back their credit card balances. At times, the debt may be collected back by seizing their estates or properties. This high credit card balance may be because of education costs or living expenses, but few people may have gotten their credit card balances from a fancy lifestyle, which was not necessary. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Remember to leave your comments down below at the comment section and to share this video. Also, please watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.